morning. How is everyone doing today? I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Excuse me. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel. And you can consider it a belated birthday gift since my birthday was yesterday. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but you can feel free to take a guess down in the comments. But if you guess too high, I'm going to cry. But it doesn't take much to make me cry, so that's okay. And for anybody who doesn't know, I have a Patreon account. The link is down below in the description. And for pillow-free content, well, I'm sure you can find that link as well. I can't wait for it to be warmer. I mean, it's already starting to get warmer, but I can't wait for it to be like warmer. I can go swimming. I really want to go swimming, but I need it to be a lot warmer. The lake is still way too cold. If I didn't have the seizures, I would totally go in the lake any temperature, but because I had done that as a kid when I was younger, it didn't matter what the temperature was. I'm going in the water. But now I can't, so I just can't wait for it to warm up. But I've been trying to take walks. We haven't been doing well with that lately, but I did go take a walk the other day at the lake. And I was just thinking about like the people I've met like while I'm taking walks, usually at the lake. Some of them I don't ever see again. Some of them I do see again, but I don't talk to them again. But there was this one guy, but they have to have dogs. Like if they don't have a dog, I'm not stopping to talk to you. Just gonna assume you're a weirdo and keep moving. But no, there was this one guy I talked to. This was my first summer out here, and he had a dog. I don't remember what kind of dog. I don't remember any of the details really, except for his dog was brown, he was bald, and he had glasses. But we were talking, and then it got on the topic of like how it's like dangerous out these days and this and that, and I was like, oh, that's why I always carry protection. I have a mace, a taser, and a switchblade. And this guy looked at me like I'm crazy. Like our conversation had been normal up until that point. Excuse me, I had a big breakfast. But yeah, conversation had been normal up until that point. But as soon as I like told him like I'm armed and I have all these things on me, which I didn't actually have them that day, but I usually do. But it looked like I scared him. And then he proceeded to end our conversation and wished me well. And then I never saw him again. But in the beginning of the conversation, we're talking about how he comes here often. And I said how I come here often. He's like, oh, maybe we'll see each other and this and that. But once he found out I carry weapons on me, he didn't want to be my friend anymore. But after I told him like what I was carrying, and I saw the look he was giving me, I was like, oh, I'm from Jersey. And then I just laughed. Yeah, but that's what I always carry on me. Especially driving cross country. I'm not getting out of my car to go into any rest stop area unless I got mace, a taser, and a switchblade on me. And if I need to use them, I'm going to mace you first. If it doesn't work, I'm going to tase you. And if that doesn't work, we're going for the knife. And if all else fails, I'm going to go for your eyeballs with my hands and make you eat them. So I'm sure whatever you had planned on doing to me is more, and not as important as your eyeballs. I'm sure your eyeballs are much more important. But I also have a bow staff, but I keep the bow staff in the car. I was learning like stuff to do. I took a class with that at the Tai Chi place, I think my first summer out here, but I don't remember a lot of the stuff that they do with it. But I wanted to get back into it, so I bought one so I could do that. But again, it also comes in handy as a weapon. So I have a bow staff, a switchblade, mace, and a taser, and my hands, if it needed be. Where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so normally, like, when I'm out and about, I'll carry the mace, the taser, and the knife, but that's what I used to bring with me when I go to the murder motel, which is where we're at now. Welcome. But, But ever since the murder where the guy got stabbed to death, yeah, I only bring my mace and my taser in because I feel like bringing the knife in is disrespectful to the ghost. So I leave the knife in the car and I just bring my taser and my mace, which I need to remember to charge my taser. Not that it's dead, but I know like cold weather can drain batteries and this and that, and I feel like it's been a while since I charged it. So I need to remember to charge that before I leave. I've never had to use any of these things. Thank God. And the one time I tried to pull a knife on my ex-husband when he was coming after me, ended up with him getting the knife away from me and me locking myself in the bathroom and him recanting how he knows he's told me this in the past because he tells his own family, if you pull a knife on me, you better be ready to use it because if not, I'm going to pull it and use it on you. I'm going to take it from you and use it on you. I'm like, oh no, sorry, I don't remember that conversation. Can you just stop hitting me? That was the one time I tried to defend myself and from him, and it didn't go well. But thankfully, we were able to talk it through, and he didn't use the knife on me, which is why I'm still here. Yeah, I wouldn't go for the knife first. You don't want to I don't want close quarter contact. I want to go with the mace that I can use from a distance. And then if you get closer, then we're going taser. And then if not, then we're going knife. And if I lose all my weapons, then I'm ripping at your eyeball. So we got a plan. We haven't had to use it, but things have gotten crazy here and there. But it's good to know that I surprise myself. In situations, I will come out on top. And I feel sorry for anybody who tries me. Because, yes, I surprise myself. So, I do want to bring the bow staff in here because I want to, use it, but again, that's weird. Walking into the murder motel with your bow staff. They're going to look at you funny. Although the Red Roof Inn I used to stay at, before I started getting sketchy vibes from it. We were getting sketchy vibes from this place too. But the Red Roof Inn, it's like I had good experiences there, and the last 2 times I had gotten to go there, the cops were there, and the lobby was closed because the clerk had to deal with whatever was happening. But I'm assuming it's probably drug overdoses or something. But I don't know. It's like every time I went there, and the past few times, the cops were there. So I'm like, Amy, let's stop going here. Let's try elsewhere. And I was doing well until the murder. But yeah, we used to go there. But there was this guy there. I don't know if he's still there, but it's one of the residents that lives at the motel. No shade on him. I mean, I live in a car. I'm just saying the dude was kind of weird. And he had a bow staff, but he had a bow staff on steroids. He added a bunch of bits to it, and it's duct taped, and so it's looking thick. And he'll be out in the parking lot every day, doing his thing with the bow staff. And again, I know the benefits of it. It's just, you look like a crazy person out there in the parking lot at the Red Roof with his big old bow staff on steroids. But yeah, nobody's gonna mess with that guy. I'm trying to be like that. Look unapproachable. I think the talking to myself in public helps, but not always. But I've noticed, I don't know if this is because of my nervous system is shot, so you know how you have fight, flight, and freeze. So when it's shutting down, you get stuck in freeze. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in freeze, and then alternate between that and fight. We don't have a flight at this point. But yeah, a few times when people try to talk to me or whatever, I'll just freeze. Just play dead, don't move, Amy, and maybe they'll go away. But they don't. Okay, they don't. I've tried, and they don't fucking go away. If I'm trying to talk to somebody and they legit just froze and didn't move, I'm gonna keep it moving. These people did not, and they still insisted on fucking talking to me, and it didn't go well for them. The one was a lady, and I kind of feel bad, but not really. I was at the lake my first summer out here, and I couldn't afford parking because I'm homeless. So I would park on the street, and I try to park close because I don't like to cross streets. That's another thing we can't do. We don't like to cross the street alone. We're gonna get run over. But yeah, I was leaving the beach for that day, and I'm going to where I parked on the street, and I got where I was parked. There was another car that was parked behind me, and like it was like a row of cars, but like the car behind me was kind of parked funny. So like when they left, like there was a spot, but it'd be hard for somebody to get into. I don't know. Whatever it was, I'm just finished up my day. I'm homeless, so I live out of my car, and I'm trying to like situate shit in my trunk. And this lady comes and pulls up alongside me, and I know she wants to talk to me because I know she wants to say something about the fucking spot or this and that. And I just froze. I'm like, Amy, just freeze. Don't move. Maybe she'll take a fucking hit and go away. But she didn't. She didn't take a fucking hit and go away. The psychopath was just doing things, and as soon as you came upon them, they just froze. And she's like, excuse me, can you move up? And I turned and I looked back at the spot. I looked at her and I slammed my trunk. And I went and I moved up the fucking foot that she needed. And then I went back to my trunk. And then she looks at me and she says, I'll just find a different spot. It's like, bitch, you should have did that in the fucking first spot. My freezing upon you coming near me didn't give it away that you shouldn't talk to me, maybe. Not doing well. Trying to not have strangers talk to me, and I thought freezing would help, but it didn't. But she left anyway because of my bitchy attitude. Again, I'm generally a nice person, but when like I'm not doing well on like the PTSD and my anxiety and my shit's like through the fucking roof, and I can't handle anything more. So when people are coming up to me, and it's just, I think that's why I was just freezing. And then since freeze didn't work, we got to go into fight because we don't have anything else to work with. But there was another time I was sitting at the lake. And the dude pulled up to me. I guess it was like shortly after dinner time, but it was like, it started to get dark, okay? Don't talk to me. He pulls up along next to me, and he's like trying to motion for me to roll down my window. And I just look at him, and I just like, I shake my head no, and then I just go back to staring. And he's like still trying to get my attention. And me just sitting here frozen didn't make the weirdo go away. So I eventually cracked my window. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, is it okay to park here? I'm like, yeah. And I put my window back up. So you don't need to fucking talk to me to know if it's okay for you to park there, okay? You're an adult, you're a person, you can figure the fuck out on yourself. Don't bother a fucking stranger over here in a car just sitting fucking catatonic staring. Obviously that person's got some problems. Leave them alone. But people don't. And then I gotta go from freeze to fight to where I want to bite your fucking head off. And then I kind of feel bad because it was a warranty. But again, I tried freeze and you didn't take a hit. That was to let you know things weren't okay here. To keep moving. And this one time when I was in Jersey, I was at Liberty State Park, and it was like a busy weekend there. And I know I was probably going to like pick my boyfriend up or something. But I would get there early, and I found a parking spot, and I'm just chilling. I got my door open because we don't have air conditioning because I got a leak. So I got the door open. I'm just sitting there I am in such a foul fucking mood. I don't want anybody to talk to me. I'm just sitting there like this. And this girl pulls up behind me with, I guess, her boyfriend or whatever. And I'm sitting here like this with my door cracked. And I wouldn't talk to that person, okay? I wouldn't be asking that person for anything. But she had to, and she goes, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. I keep fucking being louder, and I just turned and I'm like, what? Obviously, I fucking heard you and I'm ignoring you, bitch. You ain't that far from me. I'm trying not to bite your head off. I'm trying to be nice, but you just keep going. But she just kept going louder and louder and louder. It's rough. And I was like, what? And she's like, are you leaving? I'm like, no, I'm not leaving. Does it look like I'm fucking leaving? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then just starts talking to her boyfriend as she drives off. Again, yes, I was unwarranted. That was way too much, but take a fucking hint. The person's staring catatonic or got their fucking hand in their face. her face in their hand. Leave them alone. Don't talk to them. Unless it's to like ask them if they're okay. Don't ask that person to do anything because I'm already here with life. I don't need strangers coming up to me asking if they get in my fucking parking spot or if I'm gonna move or da 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 da. It's like I can't. It's like I am a nice person and I generally am very nice to everybody. But when I'm just overwhelmed and just not well. We can't contain that rage, so that's why I try freeze. And nobody seems to take that hint. So then I gotta bite their head off. But when I'm doing well, which isn't often, when I'm doing well, I can like be a normal person and I don't like lose my shit like that. Because I could have handled those situations so much better if I was okay, but I'm not. Hence the freeze into the fight, because we don't have a fight and we don't know how to be nice to you at this point since you didn't go away. Can't handle blinking and breathing. I can't remember to do those things. Okay. Don't come up and ask me to do anything. With the breathing, like if I start talking, like if I'm getting real amped up and I'm telling a story, or even when I'm like doing the rapping and the poetry and this and that, if I'm like too into it and this and that, like we totally forget to breathe. Like I've gone to see the unicorn sometimes, or even my friend, and I just like I'm not doing well, so then I unleashed with that just like rapid rambling. Yeah, I forget to breathe. We're blinking, but if we weren't talking, we wouldn't be blinking. But if we're talking too much, we're forgetting to breathe. It's like I get it all, like I'm saying everything, so I don't have any more air left in my lungs, and then I'm just like, you forgot to breathe, Amy. So, yeah, I'm not doing well. But don't ask catatonic people to do anything for you. Because they might bite your head off if they're still somewhat here. If I'm full on catatonic, we probably won't even register anything. My hip's been bothering me. It was getting better, but it's not. And I've been trying to stretch since I've been here, and it's not helping. I think we need to cut it off. Does anybody need one? It's not that great. Oh, did you hear that? That was my hip. My friend was going up the stairs with me the other night, and I was like, you hear that noise? He's like, yeah. I was like, that's my knee. Every step, it was just crunch, crunch, crunch. He's like, wow. Well, I'm going to go and maybe stretch some more. Maybe that'll help, or it's going to hurt. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.